Check. Good morning, everyone. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Thank you very much. I everyone or every finalist already in this Zoom meeting. And first of all, on behalf of the judges, we would like to congratulate for all the 10 finalists and congratulations. And we hope that you will perform as good as the previous, previous preliminary rounds. Probably some things that we would like to explain is that first of all, in the vlog group, there was a questions regarding to the whether or not the committee will show the vlog or the video from your team. So the answer is no. We're not going to show the clip or the vlog or the video from your teams. If you think that you need to show several clips, you may do it by yourself, and you may use your PowerPoint presentations and so on and so forth. But remember that whenever you show the video clip or your vlog, it is it is included within the 5 minutes of presentations times. So we're not going to give you additional times for presentations. So yeah, make sure that you do these 5 minutes effectively and efficiently. So yeah, I think that's the rule. And as what the committee has already done, that you will be called to perform based on the result of the randomizer. So later on, Mas Meganusa will call your schools or your team's name to come to present and to perform. And we highly encourage everyone to use your own timer, even though the judge will also give a timer. But in order for you to help you manage your times, it's better for you to also use a timer or stopwatch. And before we start the final round, I would like to introduce you to the other two judges of these vlog competitions. The first one is Mas Meganusa. Mas Meganusa, hello. Yeah. And another one is Mbak Danastri. Mbak Danastri, can you say hi?
Hello, guys.
Okay, thank you. For Mas Mega, please do a roll call for all the finalists.
Okay, thank you very much. Hi everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, basically, regardless of your time zone. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for the hard work and the fun that you exercise during the production of these vlogs. Now we have the finalists to present their production process and their video. And before we start, we still have 1 minute to go. I'd like to ensure that everyone is here. First, please say hi, because I need to know whether or not you're here or not. Poltekkes Kemenkes Riau, are you here?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you. Tanjung Pinang. Hello, Tanjung Pinang, are you here? Calling once, calling twice. Poltekkes Kemenkes Tanjung Pinang, are you here?
I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Poltekkes Kemenkes Bengkulu.
Here. Hi, Judge.
Hi, thank you. Poltekkes Kemenkes Semarang.
We are here.
Okay, thank you. Poltekkes Kemenkes Jakarta 2. Poltekkes Kemenkes Jakarta 2, are you here? Jakarta 2.
Oh, Jakarta 2.
Jakarta 2, are you here?
Yeah, here.
Cool. Thank you. Poltekkes Kemenkes Banten. Banten, are you here?
We are here.
Okay, thank you. Bandung.
I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Manado.
Yes, I'm here.
Cool. Malang.
Yes, we are here.
Cool. And the last we have Denpasar. Are you here?
Yes, we are here.
Okay, cool.
Jakarta 2 here.
Jakarta 2 here. Okay, cool. Thank you. Everyone is complete. It's already 11:30 in Western Indonesia time. Thank you for your attendance. Thank you for arriving here on time. Without any further ado, I'd like to hand over to Mr. Arif to commence the judging process. Little bit of housekeeping rules, just to make sure, be respectful to anyone who's presenting. All right. You may or may not turn on your camera. That depends on your connection. We totally understand that it's quite difficult for some people to turn on their camera all the time because of the internet connection, or you're just subscribing to the wrong internet provider. I don't know. But just to make sure that you can respect those who are speaking, please mute your mic most of the time, except you are presenting or except you are currently responding to a question or stuff like that. Okay. Without any further ado, I'd like to hand over the floor to Mr. Arif. Arif.
Before we start to call the first finalist, is there any questions regarding to the today's final round? I will give you like 2 minutes for questions. You may raise your hand or unmute yourself if you have questions. Going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool. I think there's no questions. So we're ready to go. Good to go, everyone.
Yes, we are ready.
All right, so the first finalist, we would like to invite Poltekkes Kemenkes Riau. Are you here?
Yes, we are here.
Okay. You can start.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Uh, hello everyone. Good morning, judges. Could you please allow me to share my screen?
Sure.
Thank you, judges. First of all, thank you, judges, for nominating us as the top 10 block competition. Please let me introduce who are the members of this team. The first is Putri Amira Ayuni, the second is me, Arhana Alfia, and the third, Marcelina Aprilia Warden. Okay, now we are going to describe the thoughts behind this vlog under the topic after COVID. What will normal life be like? Things have changed so much since COVID, like keeping distance, avoiding crowds, the new habits following health protocol, etc., make us have to be able to adapt to so many new habits. And in this video, we will show you what our new habits will be when COVID-19 goes down and the vaccine is implemented. The video tells you about a teenager who has been vaccinated. However, she doesn't However, she doesn't want to apply health protocol. This is very relevant to what we are facing right now, which is there are a lot of people who think their immunity is strong enough to fight the virus because they have been vaccinated. But that is wrong. In this video, we try to correct those wrong thoughts because even though we have been vaccinated and the cases have gone down, we must continue to obey and run the 5M. What is 5M? 5M is a regulation that contains things related to what must be done in following health protocol, such as washing our hands with soap, wearing masks, keeping distance, avoiding crowds, and minimalizing mobilization and any interactions. And more complete explanation can be seen in our vlog. In addition to rectifying the wrong thinking in today's society, we also try to give an idea of what will happen after COVID goes down or even ends later. We are sure that in the future the number of COVID-19 cases in Indonesia will decrease and eventually completely gone. And we must support this as explained by Hannah in our vlog. We expect that our video can correct the mistake that exists in the community regarding vaccination and can educate the public to always adhere to health protocol. We hope that herd immunity will be formed and the pandemic will end soon. The sooner herd immunity is formed, the sooner we can go about our activities as usual. Okay, that's all from us. I apologize if there are many mistakes and thank you for your attention. Thank you, judges.
Thank you very much for the presentations. Now I would like to give time for Mr. Meganusa to to address a questions or two to the participants.
Okay. Bisa di-mute dulu, Ayub. Okay. So, thank you very much for the presentation. By the way, if you guys are a bit curious, why do three of us appear to be talking without the mic on? That's because we have another conversation outside this forum because we need to coordinate to make sure that everything goes well. We're not in the same place. We still need to coordinate. We still need to maintain distance. Therefore, we have to appear talking without the voice coming out at your speaker. Anyway, thank you for the presentation. Now, my question, remember, as addressed in the technical meeting,
nanti timingnya.
Sorry, yeah, sorry. Yep, as addressed in the technical meeting, the presentation is meant for you to tell us about the process behind the production of this vlog, right? So we're not expecting you to retell again the story because we've been watching the video, but rather we would like to know what's happening behind that. So therefore, the question would be, what is the rationale? What is the reason? Why do you think that it is important to discuss about, people having vaccinated and then therefore they still need to comply with the 5M protocols or whatnot? What is the rationale behind the production of this vlog? You may immediately answer. You may coordinate with your team members. It's totally up to you. You need me to repeat my question, or is it clear enough?
Cek Poltekkes Kemenkes Riau.
Okay. Would you like to repeat again the question, Judge? Would you like repeat the question again, Judge? Thank you.
Yes, of course. Thank you very much. My question is, what is the rationale behind the production of this vlog? What is the main reason that you decided to tell this story via the vlog? you mentioned that there are people who don't want to who is already vaccinated but don't want to comply with the 5M protocols and whatnot. But then that's the story, right? That's the story you're trying to tell. Why do you think it's urgent for you to tell the story outside?
Okay, judges, please give me some time to discuss with our team. Thank you, judges.
Okay. Just a quick reminder, Miss Danastri will going to remind the time limit, time duration, the time stamp in the chat box. So make sure that everyone can pay attention to the time. And please bear in mind that while you're discussing with your team members, you will not be given extra time limit for that. So the 5 minute limit is still going to go through. So just please be wise with your time management. It's all right. Thank you.
Am I audible?
Yes, please. You may start.
Okay, I will try to answer the question. The
Okay.
question is, what is the rationale behind the production? What is the main reason? The rationale is because there are still a lot of people who have been vaccinated and think that they are already immune with this virus and start to lose the 5M lifestyle. By showing this video, we want to again raise people awareness. Instead, the after vaccine moment is the moment where they are got infected the most since the immune of their body in the weakness positions. That is why we still have to obey the protocol. I think that's all for us from us.
Okay. Thank you very much for the answer. So I think we still have like a couple minutes left. So I'm going to ask another question. Now that you mentioned the reason behind the decision of the storyline, my question is, to whom are you talking to? To whom are you trying to deliver this message to? And of course, why do you decide to talk to those specific group of people?
Kamu ingin menyampaikan
Hello, judges.
Yep, please.
I'm Marcelina from Polytechnic Kemenkes Riau, but first I want to say sorry because I cannot turn on my video.
Yep, no worries. It's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Your question was to whom do we want to deliver this video to, right?
Yep, that's my question.
Yeah,
One and a
we
half
want
minute.
to deliver this video to anyone who thinks that this pandemic is a serious thing in their life. And moreover, we share this video as wide as we can. We ask the assistance from our campus to spread one of our project, not only as a project, but also an action to raise people awareness. So they also post this project to our campus group, to their Facebook post in an action to show that this thing is a serious thing, and also to raise their awareness. That is the point. To everyone who thinks that it is a big thing.
Okay, so the target audience is to everyone that think this is a big thing. Okay, thank you very much for Riau. Give a
Yes.
round of applause to Riau, virtually or at your screen. Thank you for your presentation. And now I'd like to invite the second participant. Who's that? Tanjung Pinang. Tanjung Pinang, are you ready?
I'm ready, Judge.
Okay, cool. Okay, you got 10 minutes. 5 minutes for presentation, 5 minutes for Q&A, including discussion among your teammates. 10 minutes starting from now, please.
Okay, thank you, Judge. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Judge and all participants, good afternoon. My name is Marsa Shauki Purnama. You can call me Marsa. I'm from Polytechnic Ministry of Health, Tanjung Pinang. Now I will present about the rationale of the production of my vlog. What message do I want to convey? What I want to convey is to explain what are the impact of several sectors after the pandemic, starting from the health sector, the economic sector, and the education sector, which we know from the health sector that after the pandemic, people are obligated to follow the program from the government, namely vaccine, which aim to break the chain of the spread of the COVID-19 itself. And people have a new habit of wearing masks when going anywhere. Then after that, there is the economic sector, where income from the marketplace has partially increased with the sale of personal protective equipment, such as masks, hand sanitizer, hand soap, face shield, hand scone, and other personal protective equipment. And lastly, in the field of the education, where all teaching and learning activities are held online or from home, and when there are students who will come to their campus, they are required to follow all procedures such as checking body temperature, keeping a distance, and other. Next, target audience and urgency reason. First, to public. Why? So that they can immediately accept, adapt, and apply new normal habits that are already running in order to create a sense of security in the future. Secondly, to the government in their own sector, as well as in the health sector, so that in the future, that continue to ensure the community has been vaccinated or not. The education sector, so that in the future, it will continue to provide students right in the field of education, even talk in the differently, talk in a different way from before the pandemic. And I got this idea based on the current situation in the environment and in the news stories and social media that appear every day, like on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter homepage. Okay, That's all from me. Thank you for attention.
Okay, thank you very much for the presentations. I want to ask you questions. First of all, you explained that the message you're trying to convey is, explaining the impact of this pandemic into several sectors, right? And the target of the audience is to the public. My questions would be, why do you think that your vlog will give impact into the public that you are targeting? How effective do you think your vlog will affecting into the public as your target? That is the questions. Um, Clear? Or do you need me to repeat my questions?
Uh, yes, can you repeat, Judge?
Okay. You explained that you are trying to explain the impact of the pandemic into several sectors as your message, right? With in your vlog, and the target audience you explain is the public itself, right? My questions would be, how do you think your vlog will give the impact to the public? How effective your vlog is in impacting or giving the impact to the public that you are targeted? Okay, clear questions?
Okay, clear, Judge. Can you
Thank you.
give me a time?
Okay, time start from now.
Okay, Judge.
Three minutes left. 2 minutes left.
Okay, Judge.
Left. 1 minute left. You good? Ready or not? You only have literally 48 seconds, 47 seconds, 46 seconds, 35 seconds.
Okay, Judge. I will try to answer. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Because based on my vlog theme after the pandemic, what will normal life be like? The public will realize that in my vlog, there are several points that state how we can achieve normal life after the pandemic is over. Even if it does not end, we can predict how this will end. Of course, with with some new habit that must be accepted, carried out, and accustomed to by society, and this thing are already listed in my vlog. So hopefully people will understand that. Okay, that's
Thank you very much. I think the time is over. Thank you for the answer. Thank you. Quick reminder for everyone, please, because you only have 5 minutes to think and to answer the questions. So make sure that you use these 5 minutes efficiently. So yeah, you can also see on the chat box because the judge will remind you about the time left. So you may manage your time quite wisely. Okay, Mas Mega, you may continue.
All right, thank you very much, Arif. Again, please be wise with the time management. There are 10 finalists here. Each of you will take about 10 minutes. That also already means 100 minutes, translates to almost 3 hours. And we have a quite tight schedule here. So just to make sure that, we can respect everyone's time allocation, okay? Next participant, next finalist. Oh, thank you, by the way, for Tanjung Pinang. Next finalist, we have Poltekkes Kemenkes Bengkulu. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, we may start now. Thank you.
Okay. Am I audible and do everyone can see my
Yes,
screen?
yes.
Okay.
Good, good.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon for everyone. And thanks for the judges for the change. We are from Poltekkes Kemenkes Bengkulu. My name is Shoki Anibia and my team are Maisa Anggraini and Ingrid Yaredika. Okay, as we know that the theme of this folk competition is what will normal life be like after pandemic. That's why we made our vlog truly like when the pandemic is over. And I thought that you've already seen of our scene in vlog that turning out the behavior into a habit. For the example, in the math scenes, that is a time lapse methods we use, and it showed that when everyone who contribute in that scene use their mask and then they don't use any mask. That means maybe we just wear masks to protect ourselves or because or because the government asks us to do that. But when we already do that for a long time, even the pandemic is over, we still kind of wear that. Some of us will still wearing that mask. And another example we want to show that turning the behavior into a habit, like the washing hand scene and the class scenes. And another is the drive-through scene. And then the video target is for everyone, but the style is more millennials because we want the audience who watch our vlog thinks that, wow, this vlog is so related with my life. I'm so related with this vlog. We want the audience feel or say that. And then the reason why we made this kind of video or vlog is to make the audience imagine what normal life be like after the pandemic. And when it ends, the side effect from the rules will affect our lives and become a habit, like we said before. And then for the idea, we got the idea from a long discussion. We asked people around us and we imagine about what's life after COVID-19 looks like. And then we collect their opinion and mix them all and complete it into a storyline that we've met in our vlog. They all said that they really want to travel again or really miss to travel again. That's why we add or put a scene to playing water in the beach in the end of the vlog. But in reality, the pandemic isn't over yet. So we still need to use masks and doing health protocol, and we still or must help this competition online so we can meet right now. That's why I want to present for our vlog. Thank you for the judges. I will stop the share screen.
Thank you for the presentations. Now I would like to give time for Ms. Danastri to address questions to the participants.
Okay. I'm wondering why you chose that beach scene, traveling and things as the ending, and why the ending is like that. I mean, like, if you are addressing those message in this presentation, I cannot get exactly what you want from your vlog. So you need to explain about the ending, why you choose that kind of ending, something like that. Please, thank you. Am I clear? Or do I have to repeat the question?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay.
Okay, can we have time? Can we have time to discuss?
Sure, you have time to discuss, but it includes in 5 minutes.
Okay, I would try to answer the question. So, like I said before, in our vlog, from the first scene, that is, what we want to show is what's normal life be like after pandemic, right? And the first scene that we want to show is from the washing hands to the end is a drive-through at McDonald's scene. But we put the beach a scene in the end of vlog is we need something that makes everyone who watch that to feel like I'm so related with this vlog. That's why we put the scene into the vlog. And then because like I said before, the idea we got from a long discuss, and we asked people about what their opinion about what's normal life be like. And they also said that they really miss to travel again, to have a holiday again. So that's why we put the beach scene in the ending. But before we have ending, but before that we have like a scene that show the actress to like order like a flight, order the flight to have some like holiday or travel. And then the end is the beach scene, the beach scenes. Okay, sorry. Okay, is it?
Uh, okay. So, what do you want is to people to relate to that, seeking for freedom, seeking for peaceful feeling, traveling like that kan. But the problem is, the ending it has no narrative. I mean, like, yeah, you're just showing the girl at the beach, and there is no message, explicit or implicit message. So my specific question is why the video is just like that. I mean, there is no conclusion of the video from you. There is no narrative words or something. Why it's just like showing some like kind of video clip vibe, something like that. Is my question clear, or do you have to repeat?
Yeah, it's clear, but we still need time to discuss.
Okay, you have 2.5 minutes. Okay. Okay, 2 minutes last.
Okay, we have some scene to show about what's normal life after pandemic be like. And we more we already focus on the first scene, that is washing hands, to the last scenes that is a drive-through scenes that in the narration that it said that people choose to have a drive-through than have a dine-in. We just focus on that for the what we want to show, that is about the turning behavior into a habit. And then for the closing, closing scene, we just want to put that something, or something that make everyone feels like they realize that is all they all the people mostly miss during the pandemic, that is to travel again. Because we already focused in the first scene, that is washing hand, to the last scene, that is drive through or drive-through scenes. That's why the ending we choose more calm and showing what people really miss during the pandemic. Okay,
Okay, thank you very much for the answer.
thank you.
Right on time.
Thank you for the change.
And then,
All right, give round of applause for Poltekkes Kemenkes Bengkulu. Thank you for the presentation. Next, our next participant, fourth, Poltekkes Kemenkes Semarang. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, ready to go?
Yes.
Okay, 10 minutes starting from now. Floor is yours. Good luck.
Can you see my presentation?
Yep, all
Yes,
clear.
yes.
Okay. Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before we start the presentation, I just want to see your big smile and show your teeth in this hard situation. Come on. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Let me introduce our team members. My name is Adina Nagarani Hartono as a presenter, and our Sabrina Della Agiska, Nafiatul Ilmi. And the title of our vlog is The New Beginning of a Post-Pandemic Era. And we are from Polytechnic Kemenkes Semarang. Hi guys.
Hello.
Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you about our videos that we want to get attention from all other people in the world. And this is timeline of COVID-19. COVID-19 first discovered in Wuhan and in just 3 months become a global pandemic. So far, pandemic COVID-19 still rising in 80 countries, right? And almost 2 years, COVID-19 managed to have a many negative impact. Okay. As we know in our video, the student got the information about study at home. Past 1 month, she looked so happy, enjoy, and when past 6 months and past 1 year, she looked so depressed, stressed, exhausted. But ladies and gentlemen, this is a just small impact about the pandemic. In the other side, the pandemic has impact on social, healthy, economy, and many factors. And then, as we know that in Indonesia, COVID-19 recently cases getting high and increase every day, and many victims fell of this disease. Then, are we just going to be silent to see the day after day getting worse? Of course, we don't, right? Okay, we can face this problem together and help each other against COVID-19 by doing the program from government we call as NHPEO, right? Okay, this is we can get a normal life with wash your hands, physical distancing, stay at home, maintain our health, wearing your mask, and vaccinated. First, we can use a double mask to maximize your protection from COVID-19 virus. Don't forget to tear and throw away the medical mask and wash the cloth mask to reduce the contamination. And second, wash your hand with the soap or get sanitized by using a hand sanitizer with a proper hand sanitizer. And the third, physical distancing helps to limit the spread of COVID-19 virus. So keep yourself 2 meters away from the other people. The fourth, minimize unnecessary activities out there. Work and study from home like we did right now, and make use of any online platforms you like to communicate to your mates. And fifth, don't forget to maintain our health. Let's do exercise like running, skipping, and something like that, and consume healthy foods. And last but not least, let's get ourselves vaccinated. Being vaccinated will not make us 100% immune to the COVID-19 virus, but it totally will help us minimize the effect of the virus in our body. I just want to say, remember that pandemic will end if we care, if we can protect and take care of each other, decrease our own ego, and think again about our common needs. Fight the COVID-19 because together we do. I'm Adina Nagarani Hartono. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice day.
All right, thank you very much for the presentation, and I agree with this theme. We should remain resilient. We should remain vigilant. The pandemic isn't over. Outside of this competition, okay, you still need to wear your mask and do whatever you say in these vlogs just to keep ourselves and our families and our friends safe. And we hope to God, we pray to God that we are all protected throughout the pandemic. Amen. By the way, Semarang, you did a satisfying job in wrapping up how this pandemic is affecting us and all those factors, the measurement and stuff. But then the question is, the theme of this vlog competition is to discuss your imagination of what will happen after the pandemic, right? We're not specifically talking about what happened when the pandemic arrives, as where we are today, right? Therefore, we need to wear masks and everything. But we're expecting the participants to talk about what happened afterwards. Now, given that theme and your interpretation towards this video, what is your justification to propose the vlog that you created? Why do you stick with that theme in particular?
Okay, thank you for your question. We wish that our message can deliver well to society's heart, so that can increase each other concern to apply 6M after keep concern to apply 6M after the pandemic. Okay, thank you.
Okay, do I still have some enough time? Masih ada waktu nggak, Dennis?
I think so.
We have some minutes.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your question answer. But I'd like to follow that up. Yeah, you wish that people will continue observing the 6M protocols even after the pandemic. Why? Why do you think it's necessary for us to continue this behavior afterwards?
Let's can I make it complete the answer?
Sure. You're her teammate, right? Because I cannot see the complete name on my screen. So
Okay.
just make sure that you're her teammate. It's all right. Please do.
Depends in society agreement and in hope to reach common interest. So we should apply the 6M programs, and as we show at the vlog, we live normally with new adaptation. Surely will have positive impact our health. So herd immunity we can achieve, and we can start a normal life again before the pandemic. Enough. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your answer. Because we still have three more minutes, I'm gonna keep on continuing asking the question because just to make sure that we have a deep enough understanding of your video. You say that there will be benefits from people to continue observing 6M protocols after the pandemic because it's beneficial not only against COVID-19 but for their health as a general. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Okay, so my question is, and probably this is my last question, why we imagine that after the pandemic means there's no more virus, right? We can live how we did our lives before COVID-19 in 2019 or 2020, and there's no 6M back then, right? And in the future, after the pandemic, you still believe that this 6M appearing in the pandemic still needs to be prolonged. But previously, on our previous normal life, it's not there. So again, still the same question. Why do you think this message of observing 6M is still important, regardless whether or not a pandemic is there or not?
1 minute left.
Wait a second, judges.
Uh,
24, 23, 22, 21, 20.
Sorry. I'm sorry. In my opinion, if we forward 6M to our life again, example, we can use a mask uh, for protect we in our health because we benefit is important things, you know, that masks have to.
I'm so sorry, but your time is up already.
Okay.
I wanna complete.
So sorry about that. The time is up, and we have to be fair with all participants. Thank
Okay.
you, nevertheless, for answering my questions. Give a round of applause for Poltekkes Semarang. And I invite the next participant, Poltekkes Kemenkes Jakarta 2. Jakarta 2, are you here?
Yes, we are here.
Okay, you can. The floor is yours, please.
So, am I audible? Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our presentation. We are supremely grateful for the time and opportunity given. Thank you for judges for choosing us as one of the finalists. Let me introduce my team. This is Nida Hanifah, and then we have Zara Faradisi, and I'm Tifal Humaira Zola. And we are the representative of Polytechnic of Health, Ministry of Health, Jakarta 2. Today, we would like to present our submitted vlog for NHPEO 2021. This is our entry to the NHPEO 21 vlog competition. So we divided our presentation into four parts. The first one is we're going to talk about the idea or the message that we are trying to convey, that the new normal after COVID-19 is even better than the old normal. After that, who the audience for our vlog is. And then we'll share why our vlog is crucial. And then last but not least, we'll let you know how we got the idea.
New normal life after COVID-19 will be better. Why do we think so? Because of three reasons. First, even the Spanish flu, the deadliest pandemic in history, came to an end. COVID-19 will too. And second, humans as the most adaptive species on Earth, we can change our behaviors to protect us from all kinds of diseases. And third, COVID-19 vaccines have been developed and massively produced to vaccinate people to achieve herd immunity. Our life will be like before the COVID-19. In fact, it will be a lot better in terms of the quality of life. For example, the awareness of the healthy lifestyle is getting better. Better system in education, business, and healthcare. We have been using the internet to keep doing our activity in those fields. The technology has been helping us a lot. After that, who the audience of our vlog is, first, the people who get infected by coronavirus, to show them that they are not alone. The health workers, to spread optimism during this difficult time. Those who have lost their loved one, to give them hope of a better future. And those who are not disciplined during the health protocol, so that they realize how important their role is in helping the world recovers. So basically, the audience of our vlog is everyone in this whole world because the coronavirus has affected people globally.
let's move on. Why is our vlog important? There are 3 reasons to this. First of all, having seen a lot of people don't obey the health protocols, there should be something to remind them of how significant health protocol is during the pandemic. Secondly, there were a bunch of hoaxes in instant message like WhatsApp, Telegram, and Line, and provocations in the forms of videos, text, and voice notes. And that makes society confused and apprehensive. So our video is one of the ways to fight the hoaxes and provocations. Finally, we'd like to spread awareness to be more disciplined doing the health protocol. And then the next one is, where did the idea come from? Our idea comes from our concern having seen the current situation in Indonesia. We also read that some countries like Singapore, Germany, Vietnam, and Taiwan, for example, has fought the virus successfully. We did our homework, we did the research and why and how they did that. And we believe we can adopt and apply those things in Indonesia. Our ideas is also born out of our optimism that we can beat the virus and come out as the winner in these difficult times. In brief, our vlog is very beneficial for everyone around the world who are affected by COVID-19 to give hope, spread awareness, and realize how significant each of us role is.
So that brings us to the end of our presentation. Thank you for your attention. Should we have any question, we are more than happy to answer. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the presentations. I think that this is quite a comprehensive explanations of the rationale or the reasons why you create such a blog. However, I'm going to ask about the process of the video making or the process of the productions itself, not the content of your video. So my first questions would be during the process of making this video, what was the biggest challenges you guys experience, or like what are the biggest challenges that you experience and you faced during the process of making the video, or during shooting the video, or during taking the video, or something like that? Is that clear?
Yes. Okay. Thank you for the questions. And I'm Tifal. I want to answer the question. So the question is during what was the biggest challenge? So the biggest challenge for us is first, there is we are on, as you know, we are on a lockdown, a big protocol that force us to stay at home and not going to outside. But we have to shoot outside, and we have to shoot to show everyone that how world is going, what world is have been doing, and what happening in Indonesia right now. So we are taking careful steps to make, since we cannot go outside home, we'll make another decision, like we're putting some footage from the internet, and then we make the content very carefully and we write the script very carefully to make people still get the information besides of what we not do shooting outside, or we're not get fully shoot in frames, some things like that. I think that's my answers.
All right, I'll be taking over because Arif have connection difficulties. I told you he might subscribe to the wrong internet provider. Thank you for the answer. I'm pretty sure that this challenge is not being experienced by you because PPKM is affect us all of Java and Bali, and also extended to another 15 cities across Indonesia. And I really hope that when you guys are producing the video, you are obeying the health protocols. Now, but returning to the context of this video, once this video is being watched by the target audience, as you described in your presentation, what kind of reaction, what kind of impact you expect them to occur on them? What kind of impact, what kind of effect that you imagine will happen to your audience after watching your video?
Okay, thank you for the question. May I ask about a minute for preparing the answers. Thank you.
Okay, I will answer the question, judges. We hope that people after watching our videos, like we mentioned before, for the people who got infected with COVID-19, they will have hope, and then just like the Spanish flu, it come to an end. So we want to share that, and we want to persuade people that COVID-19 will end too, sooner or later. And for the health workers, we also want to tell them that they're not alone. We fight with them together. So that's what we expected for who watch our video. Thank you, judges.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, thank you for Team Jakarta, Jakarta 2. Before we proceed, I'd like to make sure that I will relay your answers to Arif. We're still connected with Arif at the moment outside Zoom. I will relay your answers to him and let him do his judging as well. And I think for the fairness of all participants, next we have a Poltekkes Kemenkes Banten, but I think it should be it will to uphold the fairness. We like to ensure that Banten will also be judged by 3 judges instead of 2 later on. So I will make sure that Arif can return to our room immediately. So please give us a couple minutes. I'd like to relay your information to Arif and then make sure that he can rejoin our Zoom. I'm so sorry for this inconvenience. All right. Okay, please hold a moment. Jadi basically tadi dia ceritain challenge-nya tentang PPKM dan tetap harus jaga prokes. Terus habis itu aku nanya follow up kan.
Tapi kamera aku nggak bisa nyala, nggak apa-apa. I'm so sorry for Kemenkes Jakarta too, but don't worry because I have got your presentations and I've got the answers of my questions. And Mas Meka also has explained me about your answer as well as the questions that is addressed by the second judge. I also have been in the Zoom, so I can I can get your answers. Thank you very much, and I'm so sorry for the inconvenience.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Do we still have time? Do we still have time for the answers? I mean, I want to add something from the previous questions.
Belum selesai ini ya, Pak.
Sure, you have 1 minute to go. Okay, please do.
Okay, so the previous questions is what we want people react or what we want people see from our vlog is, first of all, now having seen a lot of people don't obey the health protocols, there should be something to remind them how significant health protocol is during the pandemic. So we want this vlog is make sure the people is still doing their health protocols. And then since the COVID cases increased a lot and people asking when this pandemic end and how can we end this pandemic, and we want to make answers to all these questions and make hope that this pandemic will be end soon. And then we want to make people dreaming about after the pandemic COVID, after the pandemic life, like we're going to meet people again, like make some fact that other countries have been fighting on, like previous cases like Spanish flu that end, and we believe then when we want to ensure people that we believe the COVID-19 pandemic will be end by taking careful steps taken. So that's the answer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the presentations and the answer for Kemenkes Jakarta 2. Thank you. Give a round of applause for Jakarta 2.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Now, coming up to the next participant, we have Poltekkes Kemenkes Banten. By the way, if you guys would like to do some prayers first in between while you're waiting for your turn, please do so. Especially those who are in the Western Indonesia time zone, please do so. Just make sure that you manage around your queue and be aware of your turns in presenting. Hi. Okay, Poltekkes Banten, Kemenkes Banten, are you here?
Yes, I'm. Yes, I'm here.
Yep, Banten, thank you very much for confirming your attendance. Before we proceed, if we look at the rundown, it's mentioned that we're supposed to having a break, an hour break at the moment. But then at the same time, I acknowledge that I've already invited Banten to present. Now it's totally up to Banten. Banten, do you want to present now or do you want to present after the break?
I want after break.
Oh, after the break. Okay, cool. So Banten decided to present after the break, which is totally fine. So if we take a look at the rundown, our lunch break, it will be until 1:20 at Indonesia, Western Indonesia time zone. So that's approximately 1 hour from now. Okay. Do you guys agree with this, or do you want to start earlier, or do you want to start at like say 1:30?
Yes,
Or do you
I
want to stick
agree.
with the timeline? Okay, I'll change the rules. Please raise your hand. Use the Zoom reaction function. Raise your hand if you think that we should have a break until 1:20. Okay, seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 31 participants. No, that's 28 participants except the judges. So I'm expecting to see at least about 15 hands to go forward. Okay, that's 8. Right, I see 8. I see 8 votes at the moment. For the others, do you want to adjust the break time, or do you want to go with the votes currently?
Mereka jangan-jangan nggak paham.
Okay. Right. So just stick for the. Thank you for the votes. For the rest, I assume that you agree with this vote. Banten has already consented to commence their presentation after the break, so that's totally fine. The break will be until 20 minutes past 1 in Western Indonesian time zone. So please, so that means in the Middle Indonesia time zone, that will be until 20 minutes after 2. And in Eastern Indonesia time zone, that will be 20 minutes after 3. Okay, so that's about 50 minutes from now. So you don't need to leave the Zoom meeting room. Just stay there. Just turn off your camera, turn off your microphone. just to make sure that you can easily jump back in when the break time has ended. Banten, please make sure that you will be here earlier than the others. So let's say about 3 minutes, 2 minutes earlier than the rest of the participant. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much for everyone. Please enjoy your break and your lunch. And we will see you in an hour from now.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for returning on time. Now we resume our activity. We go to the second section. We still have 5 more participants, if I'm not mistaken. Wait a minute, where's my list?
Itu yang raising hand converted.
Mas Mega, you are still muted.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Yip. For those of you who are still raising hand, please unraise your hand because we do not have the admin access. We're unable to force it on you. So who's this? Raihana Poltek Riau, I think. Raihana, could you please unraise your hand? Maybe she's not here yet. It's all right. While we wait, I'll do a quick roll call for the second leg. Banten, you're here already. Bandung, are you here? Poltekkes Bandung?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Bandung here. Manado, are you here?
Here.
Okay, thank you. Malang?
Here.
Pasar? Poltekkes Kemenkes Denpasar, are you here?
Yes, we are here.
Okay, cool. We're all complete. Now, all the 3 judges are already back here again. Arif, Danas, and me we're all here completed. So, without any further ado, I'd like to invite Team Banten to present their vlog production. So, Team Banten, the floor is yours. 10 minutes or 5 minutes presentation, 5 minutes Q&A. Please do.
Okay, thank you. May I share my screen?
Yes, of course. Please do.
Okay. Is my screen visible?
Yep, we can see it clearly. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Please let me introduce myself. My name is Salosa Sabila. I'm from Polytechnic Kesehatan Kemenkes Banten, majoring in medical laboratory technology. Here, I'd like to explain the vlog that I made for this competition. Through the vlog, I'd like to raise people's awareness about the importance of implementing health protocols that will be carried out after COVID-19 pandemic. The vlog was inspired by time travel. That's why I start the video by flashing back to first COVID case announced by Indonesian government. I want to target millennials through this video because after the pandemic is over or further in the future, they are the ones what will take over the role and position of current leaders. That will carry on the legacy to next generation. In this vlog, I interview some of my friends whether or not they will continue implementing health protocols after pandemic, like continuing to wear masks if they go outside, wash their hands or use hand sanitizer after touching things, or keeping a distance with other people, like appreciating personal spaces. And most of them replied that they will continue to good habit even after the pandemic. The main message, that I want to convey through the vlog is the health protocols are indispensable in fighting infectious diseases. The so-called health protocols are not only useful during pandemic, but also in the life because, but also in daily life because it protects us and other people from transferring infectious agents or to another. The implementation will even be easier in the future because we are already get used to 3Ms these days, like wearing a mask, washing hands, or using hand sanitizer, and physical distancing. Okay, maybe that's for all from me, and I hope the vlog will give a good impact for the future. Please stay safe and stay healthy. And thank you for your kind attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, thank you so much for the presentation. I would like to ask you, it's more like technical, your technical video, it's more than just your content. Okay. You use so many visual effect like transition, green screen, and etc. Okay. How do you manage to do that? I mean, like, how can you describe to us the process behind that, the process creative behind that? Like, how do you decide? Oh, we're gonna use this, we're gonna use that out. How your team, yeah, how your team managed to working on that in a short time? Oh, how long does your time takes? Is my question clear? Or do I have to repeat the question? Okay, you're still in mute.
May I have some time to answer?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, I will answer this question.
Okay.
First, I first I take video on from YouTube. First, from for the news, and I'm collect news in from the beginning of coronavirus case in YouTube. And then I made clip video, and I did by tomorrow.
I'm sorry.
Yes. First, I take a video in YouTube, and then take berita in bahasa in COVID case, COVID-19 case in Indonesia, and then clip video, and then take clip video. Then I edit by Filmora.
Oh, okay. Oh, you said Filmora. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I misheard. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry. Do you working on that alone? How many people behind this video actually?
Yes, of course.
How many people working on this video besides you? I'm just curious.
I my friend helped me to take my video, and I uh, made the concept to apa nih, wawancarain bahasa to my friends, but kurang lebihin bahasa 7 people help me.
Okay, we still have 1 minute. Any judge will add questions.
Probably I'm gonna add an additional questions. In your presentation, you talked that your main target is the millennials. Could you please explain why you specifically targeting into the millennials? Because when we talk about the COVID concern, it covers all age of the persons. Why it's specifically into millennials? Please explain.
Okay. The target audience of this video are millennials because after this pandemic is over and in the next few years, they are the ones that will take the role and replace the current leaders position. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for the answers.
Thank
you. And I think time is also about to end, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, give a round of applause to Team Banten for for presenting her vlog. Thank you very much. Next participant we have Team Bandung. Poltekkes Bandung, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, please. 10 minutes from now, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Sampurasun, Akang Teteh. First, let me introduce myself. Hello, my name is Alia Dwi Ramadanti. I'm a dental nurse at Polytechnic in Bandung. Thank you for all judges for giving me the chance. Here, the point about this presentation about my vlog. First, I want to tell about the message I want to convey is that after COVID-19 is over and back to normal life, those who still have family or friend they love to always be grateful because they still have their beloved family or friend and always appreciate every time that God gives us to be a better person than before and love them with affection forever before we regret the loss of our loved ones. Next, the second is about the target of audience in this blog video that I make is for public. So I'm sharing this video for everyone, and I hope the message that I convey to everyone who watch this video vlog is conveyed, and I hope they can see the bright side and draw a good conclusion. The third point that I want to tell you about the reason that I make this video is to open up the mind to others that every human must come, then someone goes, someone lives, then someone dies, and we'll never know when this pandemic is over. And we'll never know when this pandemic is over. We all don't know who's going or even ourselves
will go away. So let's appreciate the time that we have and be the better person than before because life is just one time. The last point is I see the news of the increase in the number of COVID-19 is getting higher than before, and more news of grief on television, and the neighborhood around my house in grieving because their family has passed away because the coronavirus. In this situation, makes me feel sad, especially if I am in that position.
Can we make sure that representative from Team Bandung is still around, or is it just Alia? Is there any teammates, team member that are that is in this room?
Mbak Danas mungkin bisa di pause.
Okay, is there any team members, teammates from Alia from Polytechnic Bandung that is still in this room?
She's all by herself.
Hi Alia, welcome back. Internet connection issues, right?
I'm sorry, Judge.
Yep, no
My
worries.
connection is bad.
No worries, no worries. Blame it to the internet providers, I know. Okay, Alia, do you still want to repeat your last part?
And all those ideas I put
Okay, Alia.
I put into my vlog video with quiet and silent.
Alia, if it's possible, can you just turn off the video for a bit, just to make sure that you have a better internet connection? That's totally fine. So it's more convenient for you to present rather than having your voice breaking up. Okay, cool. Alia, could you please repeat your last two sentences regarding your explanation on the conclusion of the video?
Alia, you are still in mute.
Hilang, guys.
Okay, Alia, are you still around? Could you please respond either via voice chat or via chat box?
Oke, Alia, mungkin sorry aku mau baca Indonesia aja. Itu mungkin videonya bisa dimatiin, kamu tetap bisa ngomong biar lebih enak koneksinya. Gitu aja.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Okay, Alia, please repeat the last two sentences of your last explanation on the conclusion of the video, because on that part your voice were breaking up.
Okay. The last point is about the idea in this vlog video is when I see the news of the increase in the number of COVID-19 is getting higher than before, and more news of grief on television, and the neighborhood around my house is grieving because their family has passed away because the coronavirus. In this situation, make me feel very sad, especially if I am in that position. And all those ideas I put into my vlog video with quiet and silent. Thank you for all judge and participation, for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so very much for the explanation. My question is regarding the ideation and the production process. You mentioned how were you inspired, how you were inspired to get this idea, and thus translates into the vlog, right? But then the question is, what makes you what motivates you, what makes you having the decision to put all those visual elements to be placed in your vlogs? What makes you decide that I should shoot here, I should include this kind of text, I should use this kind of visual footage, stuff like that? What makes you having the what drives your creative decision on that matter?
Is the question clear or we need to repeat, Alia? Alia? Alia, are you still with us? You are still in mute. We cannot hear you.
Yes, just give me time for thinking.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alia, you have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to answer the question.
Okay, thank you. I taking my video in my house, just a simple video, and the atmosphere I create to be relate in real life who people feel in this situation. The reason is I want to give a piece in the video. I create this vlog with the VN application, and for recording I use my smartphone and I taking the video in my.
Alia, we cannot hear you. You are in mute.
Yeah, I taking my video in my house. Just simple video and the atmosphere I create to be relate in real life who people feel in this situation. The reason is I want to give pitch in the video. I create this vlog with the VN application, and for recording, I use my smartphone and I taking video in.
Are you inspired by a movie or something for making the video? Can you hear us, Alia?
I'm sorry, Judge. Can you repeat again, us?
Oh, okay, I repeat the question. Are you inspired by the movie or something when you making the video? Okay, is that clear? Okay, we only have a minute left, Alia.
Yeah.
Hmm? 30 seconds.
I just inspired from news. Yeah.
Okay, we cannot hear you. We lost you again. Okay. All right. 14, 13, 12. Okay. Alia, I'm sorry. Time is up. Oh, time's up.
Okay, thank you very much for Alia. We're so sorry about your internet connection. It happens to all of us, but we have to move on. Thank you very much for Alia. Round of applause for Poltekkes Kemenkes Bandung. Thank you very much. Now we proceed to our next participant, Poltekkes Kemenkes Manado. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, 10 minutes. The floor is yours.
Thank you for the attention. Thank you for the occasion. And let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Zirat, and you can call me Zirat. I'm from Hal Polytechnic, Manado. So let's begin from our description on video. As we know that we are in pandemic era of COVID-19, our activities are limited, and yet we have something to be fulfilled. For example, we have to attend our class just by online, and then if we want to buy something, yeah, we do just buy online. And in order to go back to our normal life, we still need to follow the health protocols and get vaccinated. And now let me explain about my video that actually our video take in three situations. The first situation is when before uh, pandemic comes. As you can see that in our video, we can go to the campus, walk, or hang out with our friends. And then if we want to buy something, we just go to the mall or what whatever we want. And then the second situation is while the pandemic go on. And as you can see in our video, we take two situation more. When the one is hybrid method and one is online class. For the hybrid method, that still can go to the campus, but he have to follow the health protocols and he have to get vaccinated. And he cannot be closer with his friends and hang out with his friends. He cannot do that. But for the online classes is he can attend the class just by online or Zoom or other platforms. And then uh, if you want to buy something, just request it by online shop. For the online for who doing online classes, he didn't he don't have to go to the outside to buy something or doing anything because has restrictions. And then the last of situation is if pandemic is over or back to normal life. But why I said if because actually I'm not sure if Indonesia can back to normal life. Why? Because from the society, as we know that society from Indonesia that didn't believe scared to get vaccinated, and some of society from Indonesia that breaking the government rules and disturbing health protocols. So in our video to that, we want to communicate to the public how important is vaccination is because yeah, as uh, just what I said last time that there are so many people didn't believe about the vaccine and scared to get vaccinated. And in our video, we make relate with our life as a student and as a society. For us as a student that we just attend our class just by hybrid or online classes, and for us as a society, so many restriction to do anything. So I think enough for me. Apologize me if I have a mistaken. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the presentations. Now I'm going to ask you two questions. Questions number one, you stated that you are not actually sure whether the Indonesians will be back to normal again or whether the pandemic will be over in Indonesia, right? And you also talk about the class online. But let's assume or assuming that the pandemic will be over in Indonesia. I want to know about your arguments or opinions about the online class. Do you think that online class is something that we need to still doing that even if we are still even if the pandemic has over? So do you think that in the futures, when the pandemic is over, do you think that online class is something that is still has to be done, or what? Please give your arguments on that. Do you clear with the questions?
Yes, clear, but give me a minute.
Okay, sure.
Okay, let me answer the question is, uh, in my opinion, that you don't have to doing online classes again because I truly believe if back to normal life that we all the society has got vaccinated, and then there's a new habit that wearing a mask and washing our hands or use hand sanitizer. So I think we don't have to do the online classes again. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Uh, Another questions probably that I would like to address from your explanations is that you have explained about the problem how people is not believing into vaccinations and then people break the government rules and so on and so forth. Who do you think is the most responsible actor in taking up these issues or in in solving and contributing to solve the issues of this problem that you have explained?
Can you repeat the questions?
You stated that currently many people do not believe in vaccinations, and then people also break the government's rules and so on and so forth. Who do you think is the most responsible actor in handling these issues, or how can this issue be solved?
Is the question clear? We have 2 minutes left.
Okay, let me answer the question. And that from ourselves that after that we can apply that for our around around people, and then the government has facilitated what he needs. So we just do the best from the government effort. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the answers. Good luck.
Thank you, judges.
Right, thank you very much for the presentation, Manado. Another round of applause for our 8th finalist. Now, moving on, we have Poltekkes Kemenkes Malang. Malang, are you here?
Yes, we're here.
Okay, good. 10 minutes for your presentation, 5 minutes for presenting, 5 minutes for Q&A. Floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Let me share my screen first. Okay, am I audible? Thank you for the opportunity. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
In average, about over 7,000 people have died every day globally because of COVID-19. Imagine how many families suffer from losing her loved ones. In Indonesia, more than 1 million people have lost jobs. Imagine how many people will suffer from starving because of the impact of COVID on the economy. The question that always comes to our mind is, when will this be over? What will be waiting ahead of us after this storm? Is it rainbow or just mess? So, this video dedicated from our process and hope after COVID-19. Good afternoon, judges and friends. I'm Yurenda, along with my friends Agnesia from State Health Polytechnic of Malang. Our video's title is After COVID, Will Life Be Ever Same Again? First, we're gonna talk about video creation process. For taking video, it's a little bit hard at the beginning, especially because I live apart from Agnes, and because of territory restriction or PPKM, I can't go to Malang. So we take the video separately with help of our friends and our family. Then we collect it on Google Drive. We do everything virtually from concepting until finishing. From editing, I use 2 different software, Wondershare Filmora and Adobe Premiere Pro. It's because I can't use Adobe at the beginning. I was using Wondershare Filmora, but apparently there's some feature and tools that I can get for Filmora. Then I decided to use Adobe to cover up some scene. So I made some part at Adobe, then move it to Filmora to finish the video. And then for the target, the video targeted to everyone in social media, especially YouTube and Instagram. It's because lately those 2 applications becomes giant applications that reach all lines of society, right? Old, young, rich, poor, the one who got virus or not, everyone can access it easily. That's the reason why we want the message we bought by this video. And from the next explanation, it will be delivered by my friend Agnesia.
Okay, Yurenda, thank you. So in here, I will talk about the concept and also the main idea from our vlog. So firstly, about our concept. Our concept is an illustration about process we've been through during this pandemic, a little vision of our new life after COVID in our daily activity and how we can reach to the after coronavirus phases. We consider that Indonesia is slightly different with countries that already succeed in solving COVID pandemic like Singapore and also New Zealand. Different condition with those countries in terms of their discipline habit, the technology, cultures, and also the demography. Like in the Singapore, the people is it's just a small amount of people comparatively in Indonesia. So the government will be slightly more easily to control the people, right? So in our vlog, our main idea is coming from what we see and what do in our daily life. So our portrayal after COVID will be matched with our country condition. So we divided into 3 chapters in our vlog, which is before COVID, during COVID, and also the after COVID. In the beginning, we capture a situation before COVID, like everything seems so fine, like freedom such as we can go outside without fear of anything. And also during the COVID, like we need to get vaccine to end up this coronavirus. And also there are 3 major daily activity that will happen after the COVID. Like firstly is the habit we have during COVID will still persist, like using mask when we have something to do outside, because we know that the virus is still mutated. That's why we still need to use mask. And also secondly, about to maintain our immune during using make food at home and also digitalization. Next, Yurenda. Okay, next is about our purposes. Firstly, to give portrayal to the audience what life will be after COVID, and secondly, to influence audience to obey the health protocols and get vaccine to end this pandemic. And also, last but not least, is remind audience what COVID-19 already took from us. Like there are a lot of loss in this year, and we are still fighting against COVID-19. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for your presentation. Okay. Wait. Outside the distance challenge, time, and everything that you two work separately, is there any more challenge by doing this video?
Okay, thank you for the question. I'll try to answer, and then my friends later will adding. For me myself as the editor, I'm gonna say that what is this? What is the rintangan for this kind of situation is I can meet my friend because I can go to my friend to say for help about editing and something, and then I'm in the last semester of my college, so it's just what is this? The time is my time management is so bad, and then there's a lot of restriction, anything about time management. So it's for myself, but maybe my friends will add some point.
From myself, it's just the same from Yurenda, because actually we are at the last year for our college. So a little bit hard in the time management, and also this is our first vlog competition, and we are so proud that we are able to be the finalists. Thank you for the judges.
Okay, we still have 4 minutes. Any judges want to have additional questions maybe?
Okay, I'll shoot up some questions. Returning back to the substantive of your video, one of the concern that has being addressed by your video is that you imagine what life is going to be after COVID-19, right? How did you imagine that? What's the thought process happening before that you managed to describe this is what we imagine what life will look like, stuff like that? What is the thought process, the creative process behind the production of this video until you ended up recording and thus submitting that particular creation?
Okay, Yuren, maybe.
Okay, thank you for the question again. Maybe I'll try to answer first, and my friends will at some point. Okay, from creative, how we can manage to choose that as our main case on something is by brainstorming together, of course. Although we live apart in Malang and I'm in Nganjuk, we have 1 to 2 hours each day to brainstorming, to have a conversation with WhatsApp or with Gmeets. Then we put a lot of thought with not only me and Agnes, but also our friends in from State Health Polytechnic of Malang. So we have a lot of what is this? We call the point of view or something like that. Maybe Agnes will add something. Thank you.
Maybe firstly we discuss is it going to be a better life or is it going to be a worsened life after COVID, because there are a lot of loss and also there is a lot of things changed during the COVID, and we think that the 3 major that is going to be happens is that firstly there is still health protocols because of the virus still can be mutated, and also the big change is about the digitalization that will still occur during after COVID pandemic. Thank you.
We still have 1/2 minute. Is there any more? Maybe Mas Arif? No? Okay. Okay, we're done there. Applause, everyone.
Okay, thank you, judges, for
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Malang, for the presentation. Let me put that note over here. Okay, cool. Now, finalist, pun intended. Denpasar, are you here?
Yes, we are here.
Okay, 10 minutes, 5 minutes for presenting, 5 minutes for Q&A. The floor is yours. Please proceed.
Okay, thank you for the chance given to our team. I'm Hairani as representative of my group and present about our vlog. First of all, the theme of our competition today is after COVID-19, how normal life will be like. And in this vlog, we will tell you about some people's reactions when COVID-19 came to Indonesia in March 2020. There are 3 types of people reaction. First is the paranoid. Second is the denial. Third is the extraordinary people. This represents our reality while each individual responds differently. Our concept is one to make all people who watch our video feel relate, so they will watch until the end and our message could be delivered well. Then, this vlog also tell you how to deal with COVID-19, like how to wear mask properly, how to wash your hands, and social distancing. We emphasize to the very basic health protocols to keep everyone safe, because we know in this vlog will not only watched by adults like us, but also the children. Thus, we make it simple by also showing how to do it. And it can touch every layer of society. Next, why we do choose the Powerpuff Girl as the icon in this vlog? Because we inspired by Powerpuff Girl on cartoon. This Powerpuff Girl is three girls with superpower who fight the crime. But in this vlog, the three girls with superpower will fight the COVID-19. Our group wants to make a vlog that differently, like more fun, easier to understand and applicable in our real life. As that, we package our message through the story that represent our everyday life. Besides that, we use this concept because we also want our viewers enjoy our vlog so the message that we would send can be received well. I think that's all about our short description regarding to our vlog. If any of the honorable judges want to ask any questions, we will very welcome. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Team Denpasar, for the presentation. Now, I'd like to ask the question, inquiring more from the production, from the product from your team. Now, the approach is quite interesting because unique, if I say, because initially you started with the imagination of someone waking up, and then you go all over the places, and then you offer the solution provided by the Powerpuff Girls, quite creative on that matter, and then return back to the first individual waking up, which structure-wise, the flow of the story is for me personally was a bit confusing, right? At first, I thought it was about the story of this particular girl, but then you invested a lot on both explaining types of people reacting to the story, and then you invested a lot on how this Powerpuff Girl campaigning about the COVID mitigation attempts. So my question is, what is the justification from you to structure your vlog in that way in particular? Why do you design it that way? Are you trying to, what kind of reaction you are trying to invoke from your audiences with that particular structure? Because personally, I thought it's quite unique that way. It took me a while to understand the whole vlog. Thank you.
Okay, can we have a time to discuss with my team?
Of course, please do.
Okay,
remember that the time is we'll still continue to the duration for your Q&A is still going on. Yep, that's okay.
Hello, judges. Can we answer the question?
No, you can't.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Go on.
Okay, thank you. Of course, I think this is a very interesting topic that we make because we want to audience or viewers have can easy to understand about what we present what we want to present in our vlog. The first one, I think, in our vlog is tell about the denial type. Nah, denial people, I think this is people who say COVID is hoax, and I think if we doing like education more interesting, I think it can make the denial people more more interesting to
to understand about this COVID is real, and we can also put this Powerpuff Girl to teach everyone who watch our video. They can because we want to make another power pop in Indonesia too. We want to make another a person who can tell everyone about how important to our society to deal with this COVID-19. So I think, of course, the first one we want to educate the denial people, and of course all of the people with the different way, with the interesting way like this. Okay, I think that's all about my answer. I hope you understand what I say, and thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Team Denpasar, for your answer. And that also wraps up the entire finalist presentation of NHPEO Vlog Competition 2021. Congratulations to all finalists, and thank you very much. Now, before we wrap up, a round of applause for everyone. Thank you for your patience. Before we wrap up, we'd like to take turns. The adjudicators, the judges we'd like to share something or thought, overview of the competition, overview of your performance. We're not going to go into specifics, into details, mentioning who wins, who loses, and stuff like that. Save that for later. But more on, we're giving constructive inputs, towards you, so you can, perform better in the future. Right, since I'm taking the stage, I'll start from myself. My name is Megan Nusa. We've met in the technical meeting, but you only saw my picture, not me speaking in the flesh. So here I am. I'm a lecturer in communication studies from Universitas Atmajaya Yogyakarta, and also used to be a debater, and that's how I end up knowing Ms. Danastri and Mr. Arif over here. Now, I'd like to highlight two things. First of all, vlog is a medium of communication, right? And as a vlog, video, vlog, there is no specific structure, no specific rules on how would you like to make a vlog. So that's what makes it very, very challenging for you. And also at the same time, we saw that all of you were having fun in producing this video. We hope you were having fun. That's what it looks like in the video. I don't know what's happening behind that, but you look like you're having fun. But then again, since there is a message that needs to be conveyed throughout this vlog, you're trying to communicate this message, right? And to do so, your main priority is to ensure that this message is conveyed. Either A, you do it very interestingly, or B, you make it very, very chaotic. That, point being is that people can remember the message that you're trying to convey. And you can do it like using all the professional and expensive equipments, inviting all the professional movie makers to make the vlog, or you can just use your cell phone. As long as it helps you to deliver the message, then it works for you. Now, that's the first point. But the second point, one thing that I need to highlight, and it appears at least from most of the finalists here, is that I kept on hearing you're trying to say, we're trying to send this message to everyone. Now that is problematic because you cannot. Yes, I acknowledge that everyone is being affected by COVID, of course. But then we are affected differently. There are people who, when they are exposed to the message of COVID is dangerous, this is the protocol and stuff, they will immediately comply to that. There are people who refuse to acknowledge that. There are people who say that, yes, it might be dangerous, but it won't affect me somehow. And these people, you speak to them differently. So when you say that everyone, it's practically impossible to talk to everyone, right? So it will be better for you if you have a specific set of demographic or specific set of audiences when you're trying to make their vlog with. Millennials, that's okay. That's a more specific group. But then it will be better if you have more details on that. Let's say I'm from Yogyakarta. I'd like to speak to the millennials in Yogyakarta, age 25 to 30. They're already working. They need to go outside because of the nature of their work, but so they are naturally having higher risk of being exposed to the virus. I wanted to talk to them. Now that's a better idea, better way to describe your audience, which in turn helps you to design better idea in designing your vlog. To put it simple, you will use different language to talk to your friends, to talk to your lecturer, and to talk to your parents. All three of them are affected by COVID, but the way you talk to them, to each of them, will be different. So next time, when you say that you were crafting a message and you say that I want to talk to everyone, you should pause on that moment, reflect back, and think which part of everyone are you trying to talk to. So that will help you to convey the message easier. So that's my perspective as a someone who's dealing with communication studies. Now let's hand over to either Mr. Arif or Mr. Nasri. Please.
So Arif first maybe.
Thank you for Mas Mega for the valuable insight for all the participants and or the finalists here. Hi guys, I'm sorry I cannot turn on my camera because of my laptop issues. But basically, some things that I'm going to add in this session is that, first of all, regarding to the judgment criteria, one of them is the introductions, right? I think that most of the finalists still using the introductions in a very conventional way, that you are introducing who you are and your friends, who are the name of your friends, and that's all. But actually, what the judges expected from these introductions is that, like what we have already said in the technical meeting, that you can start these introductions by telling something, or probably explaining about the data, for examples like claiming in 2021 thousands of people has already died because of COVID, and so on and so forth. So you may start your speech or your presentations with presenting some data or some informations that it will later on be useful to catch the judge's attention, and also it will be useful to support your points on the idea of urgencies. When you are going to talk that this is urgent, then in order for us to get the sense of urgencies, then in the opening speech or in the introductions, you may start with bringing several statistics or some data or stories that probably can move the emotions and the feeling of the viewers itself. But what we saw from the most of all the participants are still, the conventional introductions. And the next is, I think, from the perspective, Mas Mega told about the no matter how sophisticated the tools that you are using, no matter how amazing the editing is, that the most important thing is the messages that you are trying to convey. That is very true. Now, in order for you guys to, to make you to, or to help you to make it easier for you to know what is the message that you are trying to convey, first of all, you need to analyze actually what are you going to do within your vlog. What is the biggest topic, or what is actually the biggest point that you are trying to say within your vlog itself. So you need to do several, probably several. You need to make a draft, or you need to make a pointer or a guideline on um, what is this vlog is going to be all about. And then probably you need to also analyze the target, like Mas Mega said. The spectrum of the audience would be very much different, and thus you need to also adjust or adapt with the method. Which method is, do you think, the best method in order to approach for the targets of the audience of the vlog itself? Well, I think that's all from me as my conclusions or my input for everyone. I think that, yeah, what I saw that, and we hope that you guys enjoy in making the vlog, and this is not the only time for you to make a vlog. Um, yeah, we are pretty sure, because some of you look like really talented in talking in front of the camera and editing and stuff, and yeah, you look like enjoying it. And yeah, vlogging and YouTubing could be something that is useful not only you, but also for other people's. So yeah, when you're going to be a vlogger or when you are about to be a YouTuber, make sure that there is a value that you are offering to the audience. That is the important thing from me. Thank you very much, and yeah, good luck for waiting for the announcement. And yeah, Mbak Danastri, you may continue what I'm saying. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Hello guys, this is the very first time we met. Okay, my name is Danastri. Different with the other judges, I'm not really fluent in English because I'm actually fluent in video maybe. Yeah, I work as a filmmaker. So yeah. Okay, some people are strict here. Hello, help. Okay, so this is actually quite interesting to see your videos. Like really, I'm happy with the result. This is beyond my expectations. Like, okay, some of it like using a film approach, some using really beautiful vlog approach, video approach, semi-documentary approach. Like, wow, you guys are wonderful. Okay, applause to yourself.
Yay!
it's kind of different in my generation. I mean, like, okay, I'm millennials, the judges are millennials, and you are guys like maybe I don't know. You guys are 20. How are you guys? 23, 24. None of you are above 25, I assume, right? Like you guys are so young, you know, like wow, native digital user, native video maker. I think so. So yeah, I don't want to add much about the evaluation because Mas Megan and Mas Arif already said like 80% of what I'm about to say. So I'm just adding some like about the presentation. Most of you, like 60% of you, are still describing the video. Okay, that's too bad. It's like I mean, like okay, you waste the time. You waste the chance you to tell more about how you make it, the behind the scene of the video itself. Like you should tell more about the creative process behind the video, not about the video itself, because we already watching it anyway, you know, like all night long. Some repeated to understand it, something like that. So yeah, definitely, yeah. In the professional work, yeah, maybe if one of you or some of you maybe really want to be a real vlogger, real video maker, or maybe a real filmmaker, okay, I'm not gonna invite you anyway. So but there is a tip, yeah, there is a tip. Read the brief, carefully, very carefully, yeah.
What is brief, Kak?
The brief is like apa ya, more like what the kan we have technical meeting before, okay, there are some points that about I forgot the point actually, like
You can explain in Indonesian if you're more comfortable.
Okay, ya, bahasa Indonesia aja ya, saya capek, saya berapa jam kita ngomong bahasa Inggris. Oke, jadi kan
sure, go ahead.
Kita santai aja ya, ini walaupun di live stream,
ya
udah nggak apa-apa ya, permisi Bapak Ibu sekalian. Jadi kan di technical meeting kan udah disebutin ya, yang kita mau dengar itu adalah tentang motivasi kalian bikin, idenya dari mana, terus target audiens yang kalian incar tuh yang seperti apa gitu, lebih ke bukan siapa tapi seperti apa sih sebenarnya sih. Jadi kira-kira, jadi aku kasih teaser aja ya. Jadi kira-kira di professional work nanti ketika kalian akan bikin video, film, video, iklan, anything, itu nanti akan mirip seperti itu. Jadi ini kamu buat itu untuk siapa? Ini kan untuk siapa? Terus habis itu pesannya apa gitu. Kita harus bisa translate itu dalam bentuk visual gitu. Dan kita harus bisa menjelaskan itu juga secara verbally ke klien kalau ini loh yang aku mau bikin tuh ini, kenapa ini urgent, kayak gitu dan lain sebagainya, gitu. Ya gitu sih. Atau mungkin ada yang beneran mau kerja di video world, maybe you can have talent, come on. Kita butuh regenerasi Indonesia, ini tolong filmmaker Indonesia tuh kurang kru for your guys information, so don't waste your talent.
Dan Nas pernah kerja di bikin film apa aja, Nas? Biar teman-teman ini tahu bener, oh Nas ini beneran bikin film nih.
Takut. Oke, yang udah tayang itu Ya, ini mungkin not many people genre ya. Dulu aku bikin ini ributnya Susana. Susana kan sempat ada film yang 2000 berapa ya? 18. Itu. Terus series yang udah tayang itu ada remake-nya Tunnel Korea. Itu kan ada remake-nya di GoPlay. Silahkan nonton. Kok jadi promo ya? Silahkan nonton. Terus sama series Hitam itu thriller tentang ini pertama kalinya Indonesia bikin thriller zombie sih. You really have to watch it. Ada di Klik Film. Kalau nggak salah kayak cuma bayar 8.000 rupiah doang ya kan. Itu kayak ya Allah itu kopi aja yang sasetan itu dapat gitu maksudnya. Ya kalian tonton itu aja. Itu sih yang lainnya belum tayang, say. Kalau nggak tayangnya di festival film. Ini ya mungkin kalau ada yang mau intip-intip atau mau DM nanya-nanya gitu kali. Aku boleh dong self promote ya.
Boleh.
Okay, that's my Instagram. Kalau mau nanya-nanya, itu beneran loh. Misalnya kalau misalnya kalian maybe ya pengen cari sambilan atau apa, pengen magang. Aku nggak tahu sih itu tidak inline actually in Poltekkes anyway. Tapi kalau maybe kalian pengen magang di dunia film, it's okay. Maybe we can find the way. We can find out together. Itu aja sih kalau pengen nanya-nanya ngobrol-ngobrol gitu-gitu. Oke, itu aja sih. That's all from me. Good luck everyone. I love you guys. I love you, really love you.
Love you too.
Bukan kamu ngapain?
Oh, oke.
Oh, lu sarangnya. Ada yang kasih love.
Miss Danastri is a graduate from Jogja Film Academy. So rest assured, the judges here, all three of us, we are trying our best. We work really hard and to make sure that your assessment will be as close as possible to what they usually do in the video production aspect. The evaluation for the video, we also borrow so much from Miss Danastri in her experience in the movie competition or documentary movie competition. So you're being handled by professionals here. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your hard work. Thank you very much for the presentation. We wish you the best for future competitions. As Ayib said, we hope that this is not the last video that you make. Maybe you'll make another one, regardless the result of this competition. Just and have fun and just enjoy the process. So to close the event, we'll return the floor to Ayib. Ayib, please.
Oke, mungkin untuk pengumuman selanjutnya akan disampaikan oleh panitia di WhatsApp group. Jadi setelah ini bisa untuk leave the Zoom, tapi sebelum itu mungkin untuk dokumentasi bisa turn on the camera. I would like to do a screenshot. Tapi I cannot see my own self on the light. Okay, 1, 2, the first slide, 1, 2, 3. Oke, bentar, masih satu lagi. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think that's a wrap. Thank you very much, guys, and congratulations for becoming the finalists and happy waiting for the announcement. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. I love you guys. I love you really.
Thank you.
Thank you, judges.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, judges.
Kenapa, Mas?